FbCadCam, pagkakaintindi ko niyan is more on programming.
Iba yung ano nila gamit nilang language. Kaya parang mas nagustuhan ko siya kasi bago siya. Kaya talagang mag-ano ka talaga pursige kung matutunan itong mga ito. Magagamit mo yung mga pinag-aralan mo, ma-apply mo doon sa bagong language na ginagawa nila. Pinag-codes ako, then masaya siya. Siyempre, yun yung passion ko na gusto kong gawin. And masaya ako lang.
Nakikita ko na about talaga siya sa programming and serious talaga sila sa pagko-codes. Tapos marami rin silang naibibigay sa amin na idea, tapos nagtuturo sa amin.
Natuwa naman ako kasi ang ganda ng pinuturo and talagang hands-on.
FbCadCam is a CAD software or CAD program na mas ginawang mas simple at mas madaling gamitin para sa mga user.
Pumasok ako sa isip ko yung AutoCAD kasi medyo same sila. Programming naman sa FreeBasic para siyang VB.net. Medyo lang din, similar lang din sila. And then masaya naman na aralin siya. Katulad na rin pang language.
Kapag may problema po sa code po, tapos humingi po ako ng tulong. May mga tao naman po na handang tumulong.
Tumatakbo lang sa software development, pero nung na-explain sa akin ng mabuti, nahawakan niya din yung, sakop niya din yung hardware.
They can create prototypes and then computer-aided drawings and other things that can be used in the CNC machine for cutting of those prototypes.
Nakita ko yung FbCadCam na isang workspace na talagang matututo ako. Sa unang tingin talagang welcome na Pakanamdam ko talaga welcome na kagad ako. Mas nag-enjoy ako matuto.
Na-amaze ako kasi nung time na pumasok ako sa FbCad, during lunch, syempre meron silang mga nagpapatugtog sila ng mga Bible verses, gano'n. Nakaka-amaze kasi Christ-centered yung environment ng FbCad.
Ang babait kasi nila, hindi sila yung unlike sa mga na-applyan ko ng companies. Madali silang kausap, approachable sila. Hindi sila yung tipong nagyayabang.
Hindi ako familiar sa ganong style ng pagdodrawing AutoCAD, no. Nakatrain na ako mag-drawing sa iba't ibang software, but FbCadCam software is different. Gusto ko sana i-describe generally FbCadCam software and FbCadCam company and family na in two words, inspiring creativity and being innovative. So we are all naman natin i-train to be innovative. We have different ideas to share, different knowledge to inspire other people to create more programming, to create more software, and to build a family inside a company. So yun yung mahalaga, and then meron ng FbCadCam.
Para siyang more on AutoCAD. Kasi dahil sa CAD, FbCadCam, doon ko napansin na mas pa siya sa programming and to help each other na matuto. Hindi lang sa FbCAD, hindi lang sa programming, para matuto rin sa bagay-bagay na nangyari sa buhay natin. Sa tingin ko, ang FbCadCam, hindi lang basta makagawa ng software ang goal niya Parang gusto niyang maraming estudyante na mamulan about programming sa paggawa ng software. Ayan, mga ganun.
Ano itatanim namin sa inyo? Gusto namin introduce nyo rin sa inyo. Yun lang. Expectation namin, sana masunurin kayo. Yan. Okay. Magtanong. Yun yung key. Huwag mahihiya magtanong.
Magagandang experience ko dito sa FbCadCam. Kada araw, iba't ibang software, iba't ibang system or application yung dinedevelop.
So parang nasa school pa rin ako. Wala namang halos difference sa FreeBasic dun sa ka rin sa Python, sa mga previous language ko na rin nagamit. So mostly magkamukha talaga sila. Tapos everyday session ko dito, may natututunan ako. Hindi ako umuwi sa bahay ng parang dumaan lang tong araw na to, may tumatatak talaga sa isip ko. Tapos, yung mga tao kasi dito, hindi sila umaalis or hindi sila na walang iniiwang lesson talaga or walang na-invent or na-create na program for everyday.
Ang experience ko dito una, syempre, nakakabahan, tapos nahihiya kasi bago pa lang. Pero nung tumatagal na, habang nakikilala mo yung mga katrabaho mo, yung mga nag-OJT din, nagiging exciting, enjoy, tapos maraming natututunan kada araw, iba-iba yung pinapagawa na codes or program.
Araw-araw may mga iba-iba kaming task. Ngayon, mga iba-ibang task na yan, syempre, kapag medyo hindi namin naintindihan dahil baguhan lang kami sa ganyang na yan, tinuturo nila at pinapaliwanag.
Nung una, syempre, pressure ako. Programming language na pinakode niya sa akin, hindi pa... Parang nagbaliktanaw rin ako sa codes. Pero naaral ko rin naman ulit. And yun, nakasabay naman ako sa mga pinagawang problems. Syempre yung pre-basic, napaka user-friendly. Then yung mga syntax, madadali lang.
Mas nadadalian ako sa language na ginagamit dito para sa ibang language na nadaanan namin.
Nagkakaroon ako ng idea kung paano ba ginagawa yung mga games, tapos kung paano ba silang paggalawin, ganun. Ganun para sa simpleng code na papagalaw mo yung isang bagay.
Unti-unti kong natututunan and nade-develop yung skills ko as an IT. Matagal na rin kasi ako graduate, so medyo nakalimot ako ng konti about sa IT related. So dito na-refresh ko yung aking kaalaman at mas napadali po yung pagkakaintindi ko about sa programming language. Like pre-basic, madali po siyang maintindihan. Then kada session, syempre, tinuturo ako nung una ni Sir Hero dito. Then ginaid din po ako nila Ma'am RJ kung paano yung flow ng company, kung paano yung nag-flow yung program, kung paano ito nakaparaan.
Welcome ka talaga. Walang pressure, walang kahit ano. Parang magkakaibigan lang. Kaya ikaw, free ka na express kung anong ugali mo, kung ano ka. Dahil walang magdidikta kung anong gagawin mo. Kung ano lang kaya mo, yun lang may ibigay mo. Kung ano lang kaya mo ibigay, yun lang.
May ginagawa ka, tsaka sa bukod sa may ginagawa ka, yung mga nakakasalamuha mo, enjoy din sila sa ginagawa nila. Kaya, tsaka maganda doon, no pressure. Kapag hindi mo alam or hindi mo pa gamay yung mga bagay na gagawin mo, pwede magtanong sa mga kako-office mo, ka-OJT mo.
Kapag may naaral naman ako, mas madali ako natututo. Kasi yung speaking dun sa mga kasama ko sa FbCadCam, sobrang helpful nila. Sobrang kapag tinanong mo sila ganyan, tulungan talaga, hindi hatakan pa talaga. Tulak pataas. Merong magaling sa graphic designs, merong magaling sa programming, merong magaling sa SQL, different personalities. So, nakakatulong ka talaga na mag-reflect sa sarili mo, which improves your personal perspectives, personal thinking. Mas mag-i-improve ka sa mga bagay na hindi mo inaasahan na matututunan mo.
Okay kung mas ma-logic ka. Kumbaga, lalaro-laruin mo yung mga codes para mas maayos mong mapaparan or mas madadalian ka sa paghahandak ng coding sa isang software.
Akala ko is puro programming lang dito. Pero natutunan ko din gumamit ng CAD. Kasi ginagawa namin sa activity, pinapagawa sa amin. Then, gumagawa ng basic na games, command line, or with graphics, 2D graphics.
Maganda kasi laging may bagong tinuturo, tapos step by step na ina-explain, and talagang alam mo yung hard coding na tinatawag kasi sa mga napag-aralan ko from the previous is yung may GUI nga at yung graphical user interface na which is drag and drop. So iba yung experience dito kasi nga talagang hard coding yung paggawa.
Hindi siya ganun kabigat kasi syempre ganda ng pakikisama ng isa't isa, ang gaan-gaan lang. Parang dinaan mo na kayo sa process na kailangan kilala niyo muna yung isa't isa ganun. Para magaan lang din yung paggawa niyo ng project as a team.
I tend to do designing than programming until I met FbCadCam, FreeBasic, which is catch me attention kung saan mas parang naging interesting para sa akin to explore, to create program, to create design using FreeBasic and FbCadCam. So every session talaga is may natututunan. So hindi ako umuwi ng zero. So every day is work day because of every knowledge na natututunan from different people, lalo na sa mga nagtuturo and then mga staff ng FbCadCam, yung mga head na hindi nagtitigil na i-train kami. And then isa pang mahalaga yung every session kasi andun yung teamwork. So hindi lang for me kasi mas mahalagang magtrabaho tayo, not just a team, but a family. May mga hard sessions na kung saan tinitest yung mga logical knowledge ng bawat trainee, especially ako, natetest ako. And then yung mga ideas na, pwede ko palang makreate to, pwede pala namin gawin to using this software. So andun talaga, nai-enhance yung skills ng bawat tao, and especially ako, nai-enhance yung skills about programming.
I'll say, okay, dimension as integer I, and I say 4i equals 1 to 1,000. And then I say,
Kapag ginagamit mo siya, alam mo yung calculation kasi doon ako na-impress kung paano siya na-manage na bawat move mo ng mga objects, bawat move mo ng strokes, ng gagamitin mong tools, nakikita mo kung paano siya nagko-compute, kung paano siya nagagawa, kung ano yung mga formula.
Sa FbCadCam naman, compare sa AutoCAD, never pa kasi ako nag-AutoCAD, so first time ko gumamit ng FbCadCam na related sa AutoCAD. So sa experience ko is mas madali po siyang gawin kasi more on accurate thing po siya, mathematical equation. Then akala ko nung una mahirap, pero nung pag ginagawa mo na, madali na pala yun.
Siya lang yung nakita ko na na graphic workspace na kayang magpa-galaw ng CNC machines. Yung iba, designing lang. Pero yung pag nag-design ka kasi sa FbCadCam, may set of instructions na precise instructions, which is talagang bagay na bagay siya sa mga machines.
Masasabi ko sa FbCadCam, maganda siyang application para sa mga programmer in near future kasi madali siyang mag-gets Parang katulad ng Python. Kasi sa Python parang kapares niya yung codes nun madali. Halimbawa sa ampersand, hindi mo na kailangan yung ampersand na symbol. Dito kasi pag-gets mo kasi word na siya and yung katumbas nun. So di ka na malilito, madali mo siya mag-gets.
Hindi na siya mas pinahirap katulad ng ibang mga programming language na kailangan mo pang mag-bracket, curly bracket, open and close parentheses. Maraming binago Tsaka yung case sensitive, tinanggal din nila. Tsaka talagang free. Kahit simple kang estudyante, madali mo siyang makukuha. Hindi mo na siya kailangan pang marami pang i-include or anything na basta type mo kung ano gusto mong palabasin, lalabas naman siya agad. Kaya mas madali siyang ma-adapt ng mga tao. Free kang i-express ang sarili mo sa FreeBasic. Masyado siyang user-friendly. Ang difference naman ng FbCAD sa ibang mga CAD software is sa FbCAD kasi siya. Talagang nandun na yung mga point mga point view, mga joint points niya. Naka-ready na lang. Kumbaga, hindi ka na magkakamali kung saan yung pinakadulo na gusto mong ilagay yung line mo or anything, object or what. Nandun na siya. Tsaka sa FbCadCam, talagang unlimited yung source niya para mas mapalawak pa.
FbCadCam, sa future, makapagawa ko ng mga games or application system na gusto kong gawin.
Maaari ko itong ituro o kaya i-share upang dumami ang nakakalam na ito, ma-discover.
Yung mga na-adapt namin na nalalaman namin dito, pwede namin siyang i-apply once na naghanap na kami ng trabaho or kaya pwede rin namin siya i-share sa mga tao.
Mostly I've learned here is the handling of the animations, working with graphics, and I think I can use that in the future when I make games or develop games in the future.
Kasi bilang OJT, no, so ito yung pinaka-beginning talaga, yung unang time na lalabas kami in the real world, in the real programming world. So, magiging malaking parte yung FbCadCam para sa magiging journey ko in the future, lalo na sa field na meron ako. And then yung desire ng company na matuto kami, not just for them, hindi lang para sa pangalan ng company, but also para sa amin na naging train, na naging part ng company, na not just to grow, but to share also our knowledge. Ayun din yung pagiging, yung concern ng company sa community, sa ibang tao, yung kagustuhan din na ipamahagi sa iba, na hindi lang para sa amin, hindi lang para sa company namin, kundi yung desire ng company na makatulong sa ating community at sa iba pang mga students.
Kung ano yung mga tutunan ko, tuturo ko rin sa iba. Tsaka share ko rin. Siyempre, hindi rin ng tulong pag mga hindi na alam para mas mabilis matapos yung trabaho. Tsaka, basta share ka lang. Kung ano yung natutunan mo, kung may natutunan kang bago ngayon, share mo sa co-student mo, kaya ko, share ko sa kanila. Tsaka pag may natutunan din sila, share din sa akin. Pag ma-apply ko sa future is ito ang company talaga. Hindi mawawala ang tulungan. Hindi lang isang tao nagtatrabaho, kundi lahat. Yun ang kaibahan namin sa iba.
So, ayun nga, naka-focus ako sa cryptography. Willing ako na maiambag to sa FbCadCam. Para may apply ko in the near future, like hardening ng security ng software made in FbCadCam.
So, yung experience ko sa FbCadCam, masasabi ko na precious kasi kumbaga, ang tawag dito, iba siya eh, kumbaga bago pa lang siya dito eh. Though may similarity siya from the other language, pero alam mo yun, yung sa FbCadCam or which is yung ginagamit ng FreeBasic is ma-apply siya sa mga small machines na in the future, pwede siyang makagawa ng sariling machine with the code using the FreeBasic.
Isa to sa tumulong sa akin na ma-inspire na maging mas creative at mas gumawa ng mga unique pang bagay sa pagko-code, sa pagpo-program. Iba't ibang software and system.
Totally hindi talaga kilala ang FreeBasic sa Pilipinas. So pwede siyang i-introduce sa iba at ituro sa iba para mas makilala. Sa FreeBasic kasi pwede kang mag-develop ng game. Pwede mo siyang i-introduce as language to develop games, hindi lang yung mga kilalang language lang na ginagamit.
Dito sa FbCadCam, possible na pwede tayo maka-invento ng maganda at unique na program or softwares. At ma-apply ko po ito sa future gamit ang paggamit ko sa skills ko using video tutorial, paggamit ng editing ko, then pagpa-publish ng mga videos and photos ng mga ads. And para rin po maraming makaalam at marami po rin kaming matulungan ng mga tao. Yun ang pinaka-goal.
Malaking tulong sila sa development in terms na sa skills ko. Katulad nung sa math, syempre sa math, may hina ako sa math. Malaking stepping up stone sa akin na mapasama dito. And nagpapasalamat din ako sa kay Sir Owen sa tiyaga niya na turuan kami kahit na yun, malayo siya.
So FbCadCam, right there on the top, it says a CAD program developed using FreeBasic by me, learning how to code in FreeBasic, creating a FreeBasic CAD/CAM program for all to use freely, learning and understanding math, and inspiring creativity. So those 4 points right there are the main purpose of the reason why I wrote the software, and also the main purpose of the reason why I started this company for you guys, is so that you can come here, or people can come here, and learn how to code in FreeBasic. And of course, the effort in your studies here is ultimately for you guys to make your own CAD/CAM program and or add to the existing one that I have right now. In fact, I encourage you to begin writing your own version of FbCadCam. Just like you're writing your own programs for your games and so forth, it was all a process of learning how to program in FreeBasic so that you could ultimately build your own CAD program just like I did. It was my main objective. That's the reason why I wrote the program, was so that I could learn how to code. And guess what? I'm still learning. I haven't stopped learning FreeBasic yet. I only know probably, 25, 30% of FreeBasic. I like the idea of using open source software. One of the greatest software packages that's open source as far as drawing is it's a 3D modeling program. I forget, Blender. I encourage you guys to make games, make them open source, have fun doing it, and of course, learning and understanding math. When you start doing or building your own CAD program, it is at that time where you will encounter, there's a lot of things I need to know regarding math, such as the quadratic equation and so forth. But the adventure is not the adventure to have for learning and understanding math is that, most of the stuff that I did in FbCadCam for the algorithms and the formulas and so forth, they are so poorly written, but guess what? I never looked and cheated. It's not, reading math books is not cheating, okay? Looking it up on the internet is not, looking it up on Google for solutions and stuff like that, it's not cheating. But wow, what an incredible adventure when you don't look it up and you try to figure it out on your own through intuitive thought, and that's what I want to do. I want to encourage intuitive thought. Think. I want to encourage you guys to think. Somehow, some way, even myself. So, then of course, there's a lot of things to be thought of regarding math. I always said creativity is very important. Imagination is important in order to be able to write stuff. So, a lot of people don't find math interesting. A lot of people don't find, like games. Games are fun.
Yes.
So, if anything, I inspire you to write games. Write your own games. Be creative. In that process of creativity, it seems to be like it happens natural. Learning is what happens. On FbCadCam.com, you have links on it where you can download it and install it, and you have a user's guide and so forth. It's got a forum where we're all talking with one another and engaging in conversation regarding programming and FbCadCam itself. And and in fact, one of the features of FbCadCam is that it has a script program where you can write in a computer programming language that I created for it, that you can do things, you can draw things programmatically using this programming language that I created for it. And it just so happens to be that the programming language is very similar to FreeBasic. And I did that on purpose because I wrote the original source code in FreeBasic primarily is because it's the only programming language that I know off the top of my head. So I said, I'm going to write a scripting language for this thing. So I said, I'm going to make it similar to FreeBasic syntax, and it is similar for the most part, but it only touches on just a very small percentage of what FreeBasic can do itself. It is a very limited subset of commands that I've made available in this programming language, the scripting language for FbCadCam. And then of course at the end right here, I do have credits right here. And one of these days, once you guys start contributing to FbCadCam, I will be adding your name to this list right here, to the source code. Not the company, but the source codes for this program, okay? And if anything I can ever say, if I ever want you guys to know anything about me, is to know that I'm a Christian and I believe in the Lord Jesus Christ. That is the most important thing to me. I shouldn't have put it at the end, I should have put it at the front. And I'm not a mathematician, nor a physicist. I'm just a truck driver, inspiring you guys to learn how to program. I am so fortunate to be a truck driver, to be able to listen to the Word of God, and then in my spare time I can do projects like FbCadCam. If you want some advice from me, you are in a situation where you need some help, because maybe I'm older than you or something, maybe you think maybe I'm a little bit wiser than you because of my previous experience, and then maybe I can give you some advice. Before you ask me, always give your questions to God first. You go into your room and you pray to God, and you be patient. I'm trying to teach you guys programming, right? And you have a lot, I have a lot to learn still about programming. You guys have a lot to learn about programming. It is impossible to learn about programming if you are impatient. If you are an impatient person, you're not going to learn programming very easy. So you can already tell that by the programming experience that, yeah, you got to be a patient person. More so should I be patient with God. When I pray and ask for something, sometimes I want it right away. I want to get the answer. And I believe God answers all of my prayers. It's just sometimes I don't notice them. I'm too busy in my life to notice them. I tell you, if you are a humble, patient person and you pray and you ask God for things, He will answer every single prayer. Patiently expect to hear an answer from Him, and it might not be the answer you was expecting, but the moment that you recognize in your life that God actually answers your prayer, that one prayer that you get an answer from that you manage to recognize, it will absolutely blow you away. To know that God is absolutely real. He is alive, and He loves you, and He tells you, commands you, love God and love one another. Truly, I'm a happy person because of the Word of God, and also you guys as well. Thank you for lending your ear to the Word of God. That's it. Welcome to FbCadCam.